I'm John Graham-Pole, and I'm reading a little piece of poetry and offering this as something that Lauren Arcee invited for Arts in Medicine. Long ago was I. It's 30 years this year, I think. Probably this month that we first started Arts in Medicine. It's a great memory. So I'm in the interest of shameless self-promotion. I'm promoting my book, Journeys with 1,000 Heroes, which was a memoir I wrote a couple of years ago. And those heroes, of course, are the children that I cared for. So a little reading from there. I'm often asked how I could spend my life working with very sick children, many of whom died as I sat with them. Writing this book has given me the chance to explore what my work fulfilled me, how my work fulfilled me so deeply. During 40 years of medical practice, children became my friends and my teachers, not least in leaving me with the certainty that healing, in whatever form, is accessible to each one of us, no matter what afflictions may beset us. And here's a poem that I started this book with, Sweet as Nuts. Sweet as Nuts was a very early poem that I wrote about my first learning how to care for children. I began by aligning their bowed bones, learned the trick from the ER nurse, who lacked the license but took license anyway, there being no other mentor. A vain and sloppy art it was, their pliant ulners lined up straight whatever I did. So I learned a further skill, cartooning stiffening casts with clumsy crafts surmounting puckers and whimpers. Later we'd play as I chased them over and under cribs for H&Ps. H&Ps are medical slang for histories and physicals. History, taking a physical exam. Later we'd play as I chased them over and under cribs for H&Ps, outrageously fit to bust, go for broke, sweet as nuts, playful they were. So where do they go to, those young ones, and where do grown-ups come from? Here's a memory from Florida for me. Florida dawn. Sulphurous dampness dwindles before the advancing heat. Crimson punctures the rain trees, blearing the glimmer of sharp stars. Window squares gleam from the cat-a-corner house. The single street lamp glistens on pine shadows tapering to the lawn. Sprinkler spray lighting grass blades like points of city light seen from a passing plane. I reverse from the garage, smoke greying my sightline. The car's rumble rouses early squirrels, scatters puddles from the driveway's concrete pox. We sweep past azalea verges on streets thick with oak mold. Whippoorwills join in welcome to my day's transactions. So that's how I started my day, very often. This is my vision of a newborn and their first few months of life. I call it spark. Germ to bud to blossom, slow dreamer in uterine cocoon. The lunge of primal quest, quickening, straightening to birth. Glee in charge, zesty natal batteries, fresh and versatile, deftly stapping instinct stores, sampling each faculty. Rehearsing senses, sight and smell and touch and taste, gum grip, tongue curl, lip pucker, breath and swallow syncopated, planted erect, sturdy trunk in effortless swoop, dangling on upside-down stanchion, face chuckling back. One more, and I think that's plenty. So you want to be healthier? Try falling head over heels in love with yourself. Check yourself in the mirror and just ask yourself, how did I get to be so gorgeous? Hang out with children some, the younger the better, and best of all, ones for whom you're not accountable. Let them call the shots on what you all get up to. Have a tantrum in your car, complete with extravagantly irreverent gesticulations and groucho noses in place. They'll be quick to shunt you to the front at the stoplight. Have you doodled with paint and silly putty lately? Fiddled in puddles? Chattered in rain? I'd be glad to write you a prescription. It can't harm, and it might help. Thanks. I think that's plenty. Bye.